Hello, my name is Colleen Strong, and this is my digital presentation for my COM 601 class. The title of my paper is Beauty, Brains, and Belief in Oneself, How Legally Blonde Empowers Women. I want to start off by giving a brief synopsis of the film. So the film's main character, Elle, is a beautiful blonde young woman with a naturally sunny disposition. She is stereotyped as being a dumb blonde. Her boyfriend breaks up with her because her image is not serious enough for his future political aspirations. She decides to apply to Harvard Law initially to win back his affections and prove that she can be serious enough. She is met with harsh criticism and judgment and is ostracized and stereotyped when she arrives on campus. She decides to believe in herself when no one else will and decides to continue in law school for herself and not for her ex-boyfriend. As she becomes more empowered, she empowers others. And at the end of the film, she graduates at the top of her class and becomes a successful lawyer. My thesis statement is, Legally Blonde provides equipment for living to women who struggle with believing in themselves. For my literature review, there were two main points that I wanted to explore. For the first one, I started with the more general question of how can films and other forms of rhetoric influence an audience? I discussed Burke's theory, where he argues that literature and other art forms can profoundly influence an audience. I then discussed how this concept can be translated to theater by using Zane's theory of rhetorical theatrical sensibility. And what this means is that the theatrical element of rhetoric allows us to have a clearer view of the world and how to better exist in it. I then discussed Young's belief that viewing a film can lead to a change in viewers' thoughts, attitudes, or beliefs. So movies can give viewers an ideal to strive for. I then moved on to Terrell and his argument that in contemporary culture, modern, mediated public discourse does comprise a considerable portion of the available means to which experience might be given meaning. This concept extends to reality shows as well. In Laird's analysis of The Apprentice, he argues that the show helps viewers navigate anxieties that are a result of changes in the nature of work. So basically, the show offers real-life help to viewers. The next point I explored in my literature review is what messages do women-centric films provide? In her analysis of romantic comedies, Hersey focused on the heroine's final speech in these films and found that the final public speech highlights a balance of romantic desirability and success. In Marcia's analysis of Legally Blonde and the stage play Trifles, she concluded that feminine insights, often viewed as trifles, can serve as a powerful resource. So my paper explores, how does Legally Blonde empower women? We explore the following points. We explore how the film shows the heroine reaching for what others view as an unlikely goal. That would be her wanting to go to law school. We explore how the film places the heroine in an environment where those around her struggle to accept her as she is, forcing her to believe in herself when nobody else will. Her law school classmates, her ex-boyfriend, her law professor, these are all some of the people who did not initially believe in her. We explore how the film transforms the view of overt femininity being associated with weakness. And lastly, we explore how the film highlights the importance of empowering others. Elle's unlikely goal. So Elle decides to apply to Harvard Law. She is completely confident that she'll get in and studies hard to achieve the LSAT score she needs. Those around her, including her friends, family, and advisor, although they mean well, are confused as to why she would even consider law school. After all, she's the pretty girl. She's not serious enough to be a lawyer. She gets accepted, much to the surprise and/or dismay of those around her. From Miss Popularity to underdog. So she arrives on her law school's campus and is instantly judged as being a ditzy blonde. Even her ex-boyfriend is shocked to see her on campus. She tries to fit in with her fellow law school classmates, but she's rejected by them. Her ex-boyfriend finally tells her that she just isn't that smart. And instead of being discouraged by all of this, what I find interesting is that she decides to actually believe in herself, and she does become a successful law student. Empowered to empower. So as she begins to become more empowered, she actually begins to empower those around her. She develops a relationship with her nail technician who struggles with low self-esteem. She empowers her to take back her dog and reclaim her confidence from the ex-boyfriend that dumped her. She even forges a bond with her ex-boyfriend's fiancé, who is consequently her rival. During a moment of self-doubt when her professor tries to hit on her, revealing that she only got the big internship because of his physical attraction to her, she decides to quit school. Her female professor, who had given her a hard time at the beginning of the film, empowers her to not quit. This reveals that she has seen the potential in Elle all along. Elle's femininity is used as a powerful resource. Elle outsmarts the sales lady at the beginning of the film, who refers to her as a dumb blonde with daddy's plastic. The sales lady says this in hopes of taking advantage of Elle. Elle finds a common ground and forges a bond with the client her group is defending in a murder case. This causes the client to confide in Elle her true alibi. Elle shows up in the final court scene to defend her client in the murder trial wearing a pink dress. Her knowledge of hair maintenance works for her as she uses it to ultimately win the case, pink dress and all. I believe Elle's graduation speech, which is her final public speech in the film, summarizes the film's message. In the speech, she states, "It is with passion, courage of conviction, and a strong sense of self that we take our next steps into the world, remembering that first impressions are not always correct. You must always have faith in people, and most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself." So the conclusions we can draw from this is that believing in yourself can be a difficult concept to grasp, especially when those around you struggle to accept you. Even the most confident woman struggles with acceptance and believing in herself at times. You must believe in yourself and continue to strive against all odds anyway, and never judge a book by its cover. My name is Colleen Strong, and this has been my digital presentation.